Hey, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you're here. Let's jump right into today's video.
Have you ever caught yourself missing someone who treated you like a half-price clearance item? You know, the kind of person who gave you stress, confusion, and maybe one or two emotional breakdowns, but your brain still goes, hey, I kind of miss them. Yeah, welcome to the human experience. Let's talk about why this happens, because honestly, it feels like our emotions sometimes run on expired software. So picture this. You're going about your day, feeling normal, maybe eating cereal like a responsible adult, and suddenly, boom, your brain drops a memory of that person who once made you question your entire self-worth. And instead of saying, good riddance, you get that tiny sting of longing. Why? Why do we miss people who weren't good for us? First, let's blame the brain. The brain loves familiarity. It doesn't care if something is good or bad. If it's familiar, the brain is like, yes, excellent, let's bring that back. It's the same reason we sometimes rewatch shows we don't even like that much. Not because they're great, but because our brains go, ah, yes, I know what happens. No surprises. Perfect. People who hurt us often still played a big role in our lives. They might have hurt us 40% of the time, but made us laugh 60%. And the brain, being the worst accountant in history, goes, 60% looks bigger. Let's focus on that. We don't miss the pain. They're not that special. We miss the moments, the comfort, the routine, the idea of them, or who we thought they were. And here's the sneaky part. Humans don't miss people, we miss feelings. The feeling of being wanted, the feeling of belonging, the feeling of not eating lunch alone on a random Wednesday. Even if someone treated us poorly, there were probably times when they made us feel seen. And our brains store those moments in this weird, sparkly memory box labeled, "Open when you're lonely." Another reason is our brains absolutely love what-if games. What if they actually cared? What if it could have worked out? What if they changed? What if I gave it one more chance? Which is hilarious because most of us wouldn't let a broken toaster stay in the house after it burns 3 pieces of bread. But a broken person who burned our self-esteem? Oh, maybe if I try plugging them in again, they'll work. Now let's talk about emotional investment. When you put time, effort, and energy into someone, even someone who hurt you, it creates a bond. It's like spending hours assembling a piece of IKEA furniture that still wobbles. You know it's unstable. You know it might collapse. But you also spent 6 hours and possibly part of your soul building it. You don't want to accept that it's still trash because then it feels like all that effort meant nothing. And then there's nostalgia, humanity's biggest scam. Nostalgia is like an Instagram filter for memories. It removes the ugly parts, the arguments, the disappointment, the nights you cried, the times you questioned why they acted like you asked for a kidney just by texting, "How are you?" And instead, it turns everything warm and fuzzy like a 90s sitcom montage. Suddenly, you're not remembering how they ignored your feelings. You're remembering that one cute inside joke you had that one time in 2019. Our brains love to romanticize the past because the past cannot hurt us anymore, but the memory still feels good. And finally, here's the big one. Growth doesn't happen instantly. Even if someone hurt you, even if you logically know you're better off, emotions take their sweet time catching out. Healing is not like uninstalling an app. It's more like slowly deleting 8,000 old photos while your phone keeps yelling, "Storage full!" Missing someone who hurt you doesn't mean you want them back. It doesn't mean you're weak. It simply means you're human. You cared. You tried. You invested. You hoped. And hope doesn't just vanish because someone disappointed you. So the next time you find yourself missing someone who wasn't good for you, don't beat yourself up. Just recognize what you're actually missing. Maybe it's the feeling of connection. Maybe it's the routine. Maybe it's the version of them you created in your head. But it's not the person who hurt you. That person is just the face your memories were wearing. You're allowed to miss someone and still move on. You're allowed to feel the ache and still heal. And you're absolutely allowed to want better for yourself, even if your brain occasionally tries to rerun the same old emotional sitcom. You're not broken. You're just human. And humans are beautifully complicated. And sometimes we miss people we shouldn't. But eventually, we outgrow them. And that's when the real healing begins.
If you like this video, please like and comment. And if you want more video like this, please do subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.